once a woman hits 30, she cannot love you. Okay. And the marriage is not because she loves you. Okay. That marriage is for her to show to other people that she could fix her past that she messed up.
What up? What up? What up? What up? Yeah. Yeah. Hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. What up, XIP? I'll call you XIP. Um, I wasn't really ready to hit the live button, but it was echo, and I didn't want y'all to endure that anymore. So we going. Yeah, we about to get started though. Bear with me. Hit the like button while you're waiting. Appreciate y'all. I imagine you one of my die-hard watchers. I appreciate y'all for real. You know. Let's see. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's.
Hi, my name
If y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, I'm looking to meet a $10 live stream goal. Cash app pinned to the top of the chat in the description, or you could do super chat, super sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Come join the membership over at Dating Dysfunction.
of whatever that
Yeah, Dating Dysfunctions.
fine. I was like, oh,
If I can find that shit. Let's just get into it.
My name is Naomi. I'm 33 years old and I've never been in a relationship before. I've never had a Hi, my name is Naomi. I'm 33 years old and I've never been in a relationship before. I've never had a boyfriend and so
Wow. How many loads have been on that nose? 33 years old and never been a girlfriend. 33 years old and never had a man to hold to call her own. Let's just rap. 33 years old and never had a man to hold and call her own. So we can assume that there's been hundreds of loads on that nose. Bars. Let's let's take this slow. Let's take this slow. A woman coming on a public platform, potentially a million people could see this. It could have went viral. I mean, likely not. Nothing really special about her. But you on a public platform talking about I'm 33 years old. I've never been in a relationship. The only acceptable thing to come after that is, and yes, I'm a virgin. Because anything other than that's embarrassing to say. Because most people are gonna assume you're not a 33-year-old virgin. So you've been having sex outside of commitment for likely 17 years at least. 17 to 20 years. That's a really bad that's a really bad indictment on your character. And you probably shouldn't say this stuff out loud. But let's continue.
today I'm sharing 7 lies that I believed about being single. These are things that I truly believed were facts and I carried them for years, honestly thinking that I was the only one who believed this or
Look, So I can already tell you right now, this video is gonna be about denying reality. The vibe I'm getting. What's about to transpire?
Thought this about myself, but truly, I'm sure there's lots of us out there. So I want to share the lies and then the truths that I learned and finally believe. Lie number 1, something is wrong with me.
Ma'am, that's not a lie. It's not. I knew this was coming, and I'm not even saying it as a diss. To succeed at anything and been failing for almost 20 years, it may we don't gotta word it like something's wrong with you, but there is something wrong with what you're doing somewhere. And see, this is why women need men in their lives. Cause see, men will just tell a man, no, motherfucker, you can't dribble. You need to work on your rebounds, motherfucker. You need to shoot 1,000 jump shots a day to work on your jump shot. They don't say, oh no, there's nothing wrong with you. You've never made any basketball team you've tried out for, and you've tried out for literally 200 basketball teams, YMCA, like every little basketball league, local church. You tried out at every basketball league you could try out for and never got picked once. Yeah, you're doing something wrong. This is sick. This is sick and disgusting. See, but remember what I told you. Women work in extremes. It's either I'm a perfect princess or you hate me and you're saying I'm Satan. You see what I'm saying? There is no no. We just giving you some constructive criticism so you can get the desired result. No, you hate me. Why do you hate me? This is why they can't grow. This is why they're 14 mentally until they pass away. But let's continue.
To share the lies and then the truths that I learned and finally believe. Lie number 1, something is wrong with me. It's the only logical explanation my brain could tell me for why I wasn't being chosen, why everyone else was getting into relationships, being asked out, pursued. I truly went through my entire life feeling invisible, and so the reason why had to be because there was something wrong with me, right?
Let's. Y'all know what I'm about to say. Not a supermodel, but not the ugliest creature you ever seen on this planet. You telling me no boy ever tried to shoot his shot at her? Stop the fucking cap. Stop the fucking cap. She's not fat. She's not hideous looking. I don't believe you, ma'am. What she means to say is no top 10 percenter has ever chased me or hit on me or pursued me, because those are only men they see. She got hit on before she shot this video, but it didn't register because he wasn't top 10%.
Pursued. I truly went through my entire life feeling invisible, and so the reason why had to be because there was something wrong with me, right? Obviously wrong. The truth is that just because you haven't been chosen yet doesn't mean you're unworthy of love. It doesn't mean you're behind, broken, too much, not enough, or somehow missing the thing that everyone else has. For me personally, I picked
You're literally you just said it. You're missing something that everyone else that you know seems to have. That's literally like a fact. It's not even an opinion. You are missing something that a lot of other people have. They've had a boyfriend before. They've been in relationships. I mean, you could say that's not a flex, but why do women just hate reality so much? They only hurting themselves by denying reality. That's the thing. Like this girly self-help advice of you're enough no matter what and you never did anything wrong in life, it's gonna keep you in the same position, but they're not smart enough to get it.
one of my biggest insecurities and kind of blamed it on that. The thing that was wrong with me was my skin, my acne, my looks. I even actually blamed my personality at one point.
That's fair. Honestly, if a lot of guys weren't approaching and you had really bad acne, that probably played a big part, if I'm being honest. Doesn't have acne now, but I mean, I know you guys do makeup and all type of special effects before you go outside or get on camera, but Honestly, it wasn't your personality unless you're a huge bitch and you got some stupid quirky personality. Um, so I actually had to go handle some business earlier, and I had to handle some business with a quirky woman. And I was a little annoyed, but not too annoyed. See, here's the thing. Her quirkiness was getting on my nerves, but she didn't say anything rude. I mean, to be fair, she didn't. Let me give you an example without telling you the business. What up, Lauren? What up, X? So let's just say I went to a business meeting, and one of the people who came into the meeting, they introduced themselves to one person and didn't introduce themselves to me. It was kind of weird. I don't know what the standard is with that, but whatever. But yeah, she was quirky. And here's the thing about being an obnoxious, quirky woman. I'll give it a pass as long as you're not rude. Don't be bossy, don't be rude, don't be obnoxious in that way. And I have grace for a bitch being, kind of annoying and quirky. But most women who are going to be kind of like annoying and quirky, it's going to be mixed with rude and obnoxious as well.
Acne, my looks. I even actually blamed my personality at one point, and crazy enough to even say at once my ethnicity. I thought that if I was the token pretty white blonde girl with blue eyes, then of course I would be beautiful and worthy. And there was a point where I remember even being maybe a preteen or like 9 or 10, and that is a preteen, isn't it? And hating the color of my skin, which truly breaks my heart. And I think there's a lot of reasons for that. There's the lack of representation in mainstream media, growing up in a predominantly white neighborhood and school system.
I was just gonna ask that if she grew up in if she went to like an all white school, then yeah, there is a possibility that she was in. Well, not invisible. There was still a couple of motherfuckers who shot they shot.
All of that. And crazy enough, something is wrong with everyone. No one is perfect. We all have our flaws and our issues, but just because we have them, that doesn't make us unlovable or unworthy or not even being worthy of being chosen or pursued. In fact, our worth shouldn't even come from someone choosing us. I really had to go on a journey of like self-love and realizing that it was all about choosing myself and even realizing who God created me to be. The moment I was born, I was loved, I was chosen, I was seen. I didn't have to earn that. It was just because a loving and good creator and God decided that the world needed one of me. And he also decided that about you. You're already whole, you're already lovable, and the right kind of love won't require you to hate yourself in order to receive it. Lie number 2, I am behind. You'd think that I would only start believing this lie later in life, but I actually believed it starting in high school, when all of my friends would get their first boyfriends, when everyone was being asked out to prom and I had to 7th wheel all my friends at the table. Then came university, still no boyfriend. Post-grad, still no boyfriend. Turning 30, still no boyfriend. 33, still no boyfriend. And yet, with every engagement post, baby announcement, we're buying a house post, I kept a silent scoreboard and I was always losing. I mean, it's crazy to see people your age, actually even your younger siblings, move forward in this area of your life where you felt stuck. Like you haven't moved at all. I haven't gone past a second date, and I have my younger sister getting married in August. You know, she managed to not only fall in love, but get engaged, and she's going to become a wife. And it's just crazy to me that I'm like, I don't even know what falling in love feels like. But again, I'm not behind. The truth is that just because someone found love earlier does not mean they are ahead of you. Their timeline is not evidence that yours is broken. Love is not a race and your life is not late. This is a lesson that I truly learned over.
Ma'am, I wasn't paying attention for a minute, but look. I mean, I agree it's not a race. I agree that it's not a race. But did I miss something? Y'all can let me know in the chat. Is she acting like she's never talked to a boy, talking stage, nothing? She's had like no romantic interactions with men since she was a little girl. Does she really want us to believe that horse shit? Because at some point you graduated and you went out in the whole big world, got on Tinder, fucking Match.com, whatever the fuck was out then. Bumble, plenty of fit. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. If she really wants us to believe that horseradish.
Love is not a race, and your life is not late. This
Yes, it is. It's something called a biological clock. I don't know why y'all try to deny it. You just make yourself sound stupid when you try to deny it. And you're 33 years old. Now you still got time to have a kid, but you better find your man. I would think you want to get to know him. Hey, y'all have a relationship for a couple years before you put a baby in you, a ring on you, and all that. Like, your time is ticking. By the time you do all that, you're already gonna be at geriatric pregnancy. And dating options don't increase as women get older. And motherfuckers stop putting the slider up to 40. So you really, even motherfuckers who's 70 don't put it up to 40. You really need to get on the ball. You're in the danger zone. It's time to focus like a laser to get the results you want. That's a quote from my sensei and my daddy, Kevin Samuels. That's a shot at, what happened last night. I kid. But for y'all who was here last night, that's just a little shot. Because if you ever bring up Kevin Samuels, you are a fucking Kevin Samuels dick rider if you ever bring up his name on your live. According to some people.
is a lesson that I truly learned over the last year alone, where things are being formed in you right now to prepare you for the next season. And I truly believe that if
That's a fucking lie. You being single your whole life isn't preparing you to be in a relationship with a man. It's preparing you to continue to be single for the rest of your life. Shit with a man, cooperating, considering, and all that. It's a muscle. It's a routine you got to get in. It's something you got to get accustomed to. It's not you're not becoming a better wife by being single. Nothing you're doing single is gonna make you a better wife for your future husband. They just be talking the talk.
I was to get into a relationship, even just 2 years ago, being the version that I was 2 years ago, it would not have been smooth sailing at all. And obviously, I'm not naive enough to think that going into a relationship, it's going to be perfect. I know that it's a mirror that you're faced with. I know that it brings up a lot of triggers and trauma, but I have become just the most confident version of myself because of all of the work and inner healing that I've done.
What's the name of your therapist? You can't do oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, man. You won't know you won't know if you're confident until it gets tested. Anybody could sit in a room by themselves and say, I love myself. I'm confident in this and that. I mean, yeah, you can look in the mirror and say that until life hits you with a left hook and an uppercut. Until things come up in that relationship that questions your confidence.
And been so intentional about that has made me a stronger, more confident, sure version of myself. And I know that this waiting season is not wasted. So just a reminder, you are not running out of time. You are being prepared for a life that fits who you're becoming, not who you felt pressured to be. Lie number 3. If only I were, insert positive adjective here, I'd have been chosen by now. The amount of times I picked myself apart thinking, if only I were more outgoing, if I was less shy and less introverted, if only I had prettier eyes, clearer skin, maybe I was taller, flatter stomach, skinnier, all of these lies. But the truth is that you do not have to become a different or even a more perfect version of yourself.
Okay, I hope she's gonna answer this before the video goes off. Well, why do you think it is then? Why do you think it is that you haven't had a boyfriend, or the way you make it seem never talk to a boy even in a romantic way? Why do you think that's happened with you? Since it's none of the things you coming up with a list of all the things it wasn't and all the lies you believe. Hopefully she'll she'll get to that.
in order to be worthy of love. Growth is beautiful, but love is not a reward for finally becoming flawless. Again, as much as I say the waiting season is not wasted, and I'm glad I did all of this healing work over the last couple of years, I was still worthy enough of love 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Like, those versions of me are still worthy, and we are going to continue growing. There's no end date to healing. There's no check mark you get or receiving an A+ as the best version of yourself. And we're not single because we're missing some magical quality that everyone else has. The right person will not require you to abandon yourself, shrink your needs, turn your healing into a full.
How the fuck would you know? You never even been in a relationship. How do you know what the right or wrong person will or won't do? You have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Matter of fact, I got a meme that I gotta find just for this. It's worth it.
Once a woman hits 30, she cannot love you. Okay? And the marriage is not because she loves you. Okay? That marriage is for her to show to other people that she could fix her past, that she messed up.
I deserve good things. I am entitled to my share of happiness. I refuse to beat myself up. I am an attractive person. I am fun to be with.
Daily Affirmation with Stuart Smalley.
Full-time audition or even perform a certain personality. Your life is not a competition to be chosen by a man. Lie number 4, your standards are the problem. And this is a lie that definitely comes up the longer you wait. You know, you start wondering if you're asking for too much, waiting for too much, having unrealistic expectations. But the truth is that
Yeah, that is the truth. That is the truth. Because look, she said it. The longer you're single and the older you get, it's like, what the hell are you looking for? Because look, everybody has to settle. That's just the bottom fucking line. Especially when you're starting to get older. You're starting to become you're old for marriage. I'm gonna be honest. Even based on the new trend where women are getting married between like 28 and 32, you're officially even old for that. For the modern way now, where women is getting married later, you still old. So whatever your standard, look, any woman who's any like we always use every woman on 600 Pound Life got a man. So any woman on the planet who's single is just single because she won't get off her high horse. She can't accept the reality that she don't qualify for what her standards are. And some women are so stubborn they'll just stay single the rest of their lives than to face that reality that I actually don't qualify for what my standards are. Which is sick and sad, but that's the reality. So I don't know what you're holding out for, but every year you hold out, the lower the chance get that you'll actually get it. You're on the clearance rack, bitch, no matter what you tell yourself. The market don't give a fuck about your daily affirmations.
your standards are not the reason you're single. Standards rooted in wisdom, safety, faith, self-respect, and peace are not things to apologize for. Like, obviously there's a difference between having standards and building walls, not letting anyone in, being super avoidant, not giving anyone a chance. And to be honest, early on in my dating journey, I probably did have a very unrealistic list of
What dating journey? You never, like, from the way you make it seem, you never talked to a boy in a romantic way.
expectations, but that didn't stop me from giving guys a chance, getting on the apps to work that dating muscle and to experience what it's like to even talk.
What other muscles did you work? Did you work any cock muscles while you were on those dating apps? Or are you a 33-year-old virgin? Not that you gotta tell us, but just curious. I mean, you're being transparent about everything else.
Talk to guys, because that was a very new concept to me. These guys didn't meet every expectation on my list, but I did have like 2 non-negotiables that were important to me. If he does not have a faith that lines up with mine, then I don't believe we could be a good match. So just a reminder, you're not too picky for refusing to shrink your needs just so someone can fit. Because the truth is, if we wanted to, we could go out and get a partner. We could settle for any old Joe and check off
Any old Joe, huh? Like, you're not in control of shit. That's what women don't get. You're not in control of anything, man. This shit is... Oh, gosh.
getting a partner on our list, but having standards allows us to, again, have the love that we deserve and the partner who can walk through our life and encourage us to be the best versions of ourselves. The goal is to not lower your standards so you could finally be chosen. The goal is to become secure enough to stop confusing crumbs for provision. Potential for partnership.
Crumbs for provision? I hope you ain't talking about money. I hope you ain't talking about money. Look, she's not ugly, and I know she knows she... despite that victim shit from earlier. Look, and this isn't her done up or anything. I'm sure she got the baddie aesthetic on her social medias. I'm sure she thinks she a baddie. She's not settling for anything less than James Bond, Christian Chad, who know the Bible front and back or whatever religion she is, which she didn't say. She's being suspiciously vague about a lot of stuff. I wonder, is there any red pill guys in the comment section telling her she's cooked? Which, don't do, guys. It's not worth it. You're just boosting their algorithm. A bunch of simps and other train wreck bitches like her. Okay, a man bringing some logic to it. He says, I don't know if these are lies or reality because I live them in my everyday. It's a mix of both subjective perspective mixed with objective reality. I don't like to think of my subjectivity as lies. Otherwise, I run into cognitive dissonance of my lived experiences. There are conclusions I've been forced into accepting against my better wishes. Yeah, men are forced to just deal with it because we don't blow smoke up each other's ass. Yeah, a bunch of simps in here talking about you want to go on a date with me. She's not gonna go. She's not, bro. Did you not hear what she just said? She went on the app. She was going on dates and nobody met her criteria. AKA what I qualify for didn't meet my criteria. So AKA I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life. Because if what did meet my criteria wanted me, I would have found somebody. That's the harsh reality she's telling all these lies to herself to avoid. Oh gosh.
And attention for love. Lie number 5. My life doesn't really start until I'm in a relationship. This was a lie that showed up in my life through the trip I didn't book, the list of restaurants I was waiting to visit.
Oh, we found her IG, huh? Let's do it, y'all. It's gonna tell us everything we need to know. Everything. She's a fucking narcissist. All these fucking content creators are narcissists. Look at me. Did you hear about this and me? I went here, me. On my fucking list, her whole fucking channel was about I'm 33 and you this and that. I fully pay. What the fuck? Look at this cringe ass shit. These people are sad. 33 years old, fully paid for this matcha all by myself. It's not daddy's money. It's not luck. It's persistence. It's grit. It's discipline. I wake up every morning and grind to live this lifestyle. Shut the fuck up. It is over. She's a lifestyle girly. It's fucking over. You're not pretty enough for that guy. And I'm not saying it to be mean, but you need to hear it so you can move on with your fucking life. Whatever guy you're thinking, yeah, you're not pretty enough. And he probably won't want a brown girl. I want a guy who's 6'5", blue eyes, finance, all that goofy shit. I could just tell. Sick and sad. Yeah, see, this right here. You could tell she's older. She looks older. She looks older. His fucking shoes are ugly. Like, no, in her mind, it's giving the baddie aesthetic. It's not. I'm not trying to roast her, but she need to get off her fucking high horse so she can actually find a companion and move down the road. But this is sad, man. These wasted women, man. Oh, this is her trying to get a rich man. Go to the tennis court. She don't fucking like tennis. I don't know if she's actually a tennis, but yeah, put on a cute tennis girly outfit. That'll get a rich man. They're so fucking goofy. They're so fucking goofy, man. These bitches ain't even attractive, but they're waiting on Mr. Point Five. These beat bitches is waiting on Mr. Point Five. And I'm not trying to be mean, but it's like, come on, y'all need to just stop. There's nothing wrong with being ugly. Can't you don't get to pick how you were born. But you can't be ugly and on a high horse. That's where my kindness and compassion and grace stops. Like, it's just y'all remember that viral video where it was a bunch of chicks in HR talking about blonde hair with a twist in a in a matcha, green skirt with a hat with a latte. Y'all remember that shit? Like, just a bunch of airheaded, clueless dingbats who just blow smoke up each other's ass and convince each other that they're fucking Queen Elizabeth and Cleopatra and Beyonce. And they're just a bunch of average looking, dull personality dingbats who should have just found some man to submit to and get along the road and raise some fucking kids and do something actually meaningful in their life. Other than their fucking stupid materialism and their fucking narcissism and their fucking spending money on coffee and their pointless fucking HR job. Shit is annoying, man. Put on your tennis girly outfit again. You'll find a rich white man then. Like, you don't even you look fat in this outfit. And I'm not being mean, but like, it's not giving what you think it's giving. It's not competing with the cute blonde who's a size 0 in that outfit. But once their fucking brain gets poisoned with feminism and narcissism, it's over forever for 99% of women like this. Yeah, and you hanging around a bunch of beat white bitches isn't gonna up your chances. Like, and I'm not saying that like, okay, I don't even want to press play on that cringe shit. Oh, gosh. What the hell is this? Just a bunch of cringe shit, man. See? You don't think she's ever getting fucked by a guy in any of these events? There's Chad right there. You don't think she got fucked by any of these guys standing behind him in this picture? Women are sad, man. They really are sad people. What is all this cringe shit?
cuffing season draft where singles everywhere are hoping to finally secure that roster spot before winter. And up next we have Naomi, who has quite strong stats this season. She's been working on boundaries, healing her attachment style, and is entering the draft with renewed confidence.
After taking a break, after getting Chad's load all over you time after time again, and then getting dumped. Whatever, man. Once women get ruined, they're ruined for life. How many followers do she got? That's all just gonna make it work. I hope not more than 10,000. He don't have more than 10,000. 26,000. What? Oh my gosh. Does she even have a career, or is she just a TikTok girly? And here's this is really when it get cringe. When they make videos multiple times a year, like, I'm 33 and I'm not ashamed to admit that. Yes, the fuck you are, because you had to make a TikTok. Like, this is so on the nose. When you gotta constantly scream to the heavens, I'm 33 and that's okay. That mean you're not okay with it. Like, never mind, man.
Visit. The experiences I was saving for later. I was basically living in a waiting room when really the door to life was open the entire time. I know I talk about the waiting season often and being in a waiting season, but really we're always going to be in a waiting season. Even when we do meet our significant other, we'll be waiting for something else. And so I think
Yeah, that's why most women are never happy, because it's never going to be enough. When you get married, you'll be waiting on the house. After you get the house, when
milk every morning.
So what was I saying? Yeah, it's never gonna be enough. She's right. She's right about always being waiting. After she get the house, she'll be waiting on a new deck. After she get a kid, when are we having another kid? After the kids come, when are you gonna take me on a vacation? It'll never end. See, it's funny, like, women make it seem like you'll finally be happy when you truly find yourself and you find your confidence and you boss up and this and that. No, women aren't happy till they can find a man they can respect to get under. And to submit to and put herself second and third. Like, women aren't happy until they're the fourth most important thing in their life. She's not gonna be happy until, okay, let me put it like this. She's not, this is just kind of women in general. Women aren't happy until they can find a man that she would be willing to delete all these social media pages for. She thinks, no, me having happiness is finding a man who'll let me keep him. No, you finding happiness is finding a man you got so much respect for. If he tell you to get rid of him, you wouldn't even think twice about it. That's happiness for a woman. Like, feminism is evil. Just say that.
season should be one that we live fully, that we say yes to new experiences, that we do the things that we genuinely enjoy, because your life is already happening and the friendships you're
Look, it's funny about these feminists because they act like they want a man who's going to be so understanding and let them live their full life. And she don't respect men like that. Pussy ass feminist boys, pussy feminist soy boys. That's not who been fucking her all these years. Understanding feminist fags. She will never respect a guy like that. She's gonna walk all over him and make him change her tampons. That's the loop. But the type of guy she would respect, he don't want her. And if he did want her, she would say he toxic for having nuts. She's done, unfortunately, completely cooked. So I hope she enjoys all the stuff we just saw on her Instagram. And I hope she genuinely finds fulfillment in it. Because I don't know her. I don't wish any ill on her. But keep hanging out with all these girlies and having these fucking these stupid ass
Does anyone actually remember the last day you lived under the same roof as your siblings? For me, there was no dramatic goodbye. No, this is it, our final era as sisters who are arguing over the bathroom. One day, we were just kids, fighting over toys, slamming doors, borrowing clothes from closets without asking. And the next, we're living completely separate lives. It's weird how that shift just happens. Now, I'm in Los Angeles, and my sister's an 11-hour flight away in London, and she's getting married. When did the person I used to physically fight for the remote become the person I'm counting down the days to see? So
She's getting married. You think she's jelly? Well, of course she is. She can't help it. She can't fucking help it. This is sick.
you're building, the dreams you're pursuing, the healing you're doing, the home you're creating, the memories you're making, and the person that you're becoming. It's okay to want love deeply, and it's totally normal to grieve the moments you thought you'd be sharing with someone by now. But we do need to remember that this ache for partnership shouldn't convince us that this chapter, it doesn't count. This season is not a filler, and it's not wasted space before real life begins. The goal is not to wait for a relationship to start living. The goal is to build a life that is already full of joy and excitement and happiness, so that when that person enters, it's an addition and not the reason for your joy. Line number 6, it's been this long, so it probably won't happen for me. As the years pass by, as every birthday comes and I'm still single, this lie definitely tries to deteriorate the hope in my life. I mean, even if you look online or talk to certain friends, there's a scarcity mindset out there where it's like all the good ones are taken, and you either have to find someone who's divorced or marry someone super young. Or I know people who just feel like maybe it's just not in the cards for them and they're meant to be single forever. But I truly believe that if there's a desire in your heart to be married, that God honors that desire. And people who are called to a life of singleness, it is like very apparent to them. Like they have such clarity and sureness and contentment and happiness and joy that comes with that.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with her. Absolutely done.
Let's talk about it. But before we start, I do want to let you guys know, if you can't hear it already, my nose is stopped up. I've been sick for the past 3 days, and I'm gonna come down now. I feel way better, but I couldn't let another day take me out of making content. And it's really about to get to a point where I'm making content through my sick days at this point, because I'll be having allergies every other business day. But with that being said, I can't breathe through my nose, so bear with me. Anyway, I hate dating apps. Now this topic is heavy on my heart today. Y'all know I talk about topics that I, you know what I'm saying, feel passionate about at the time of making the video. And right now I feel passionate about the dating apps just because I'm starting to see the dating game get more and more effed up and confused. Like, people really don't know what they want. People think they got more options than they got. Men out here are out here starving. I see it with my own eyes. Now let's just get to the root of it. When you make a dating app, you make the dating app, you put your best profile pictures on there. Now I'm gonna do a perspective of a man first, and then I'll give you a perspective of a woman. Now you make your profile, put your best pictures up there, make your bio, and then you go out there and you search for girls. You swipe, see if you get a match. Now, odds of you getting a lot of matches as an average to like even a decent looking man are very slim. Like, you'll get some matches, but even if you do get matches, a lot of the matches that you get, they'll match with you, but it doesn't end up going anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. You look. The truth is, I mean, you could meet people on dating apps for sure, but like, you need to just get out there and go mingle with some people. Go to some meetup groups. Go to events. I don't want to say go to the bar. I don't think that's really a good place to meet people. Well, festivals, seminars. You need to get out there and touch grass and go practice talking to women in the real world. If you really want to find somebody, that internet shit, man, look, it could work, but you got to swipe on average to below average women, likely below average women, and I'm sure he probably doesn't want to do that.
Saying, if you do take it somewhere, you might have that rare girl, or you'll have that girl who nobody would touch with a stick. It's just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you are a high percentage male, you know what I'm saying, with like when I say high percentage male, I mean attractive, have money about yourself, got some motion. Yeah, you'll eat on them apps, but them type of guys are hardly on them apps because they eating in real life. Now, with that being said, you have the women. They make the apps, put their best pictures on there, make the bio, and they start swiping. Obviously, we already know how it goes dating apps with women. The app is made for women to eat. I don't care what nobody say. That app is made for the women to eat and feel good about themselves. That is a hype you up app. If you a woman and you feel like you ain't getting the attention you want from the guy you want or any attention at all, go on there and I guarantee you'll get it. Guaranteed, because dudes on there who are just swiping right on everything, hoping to get something. You know what I'm saying? So the odds of getting what you want as a woman, even in real life, are pretty high. But women don't like shooting their shot in person for the most part, so they rather do it on apps like this. You know what I'm saying? And it's
All right. Anyway, let's go over a pop the balloon. Yeah, let's go over the Rumble. Let's go over the Kick. I'm about to drop the link so we can go. Donate if you appreciate the content. Cash App, PayPal in the chat, in the description. All right, come follow me over on Rumble and Kick. I'll catch you on the flippity flip. Shout out to the replay gang. Make sure you leave a comment below. Let me know you was here rocking with me. All right, I'm out.